You can fast forward time until I moved back to the Philippines in 1980. Around 1986.
Last year po, may mga nararamdaman ako dito sa likod, back pain. Then nagtanong-tanong ako sa mga kaibigan ko kung paano ma-heal tong sakit ng lower back pain ko.
I've already wrestled, bowled, played baseball. I'm athletic. Wanted to study martial arts.
Last year pa sana ako magpa-session kay Coach Ken. Pero hindi ko na naabutan dahil fully booked siya.
I wanted to study martial arts because I saw people walking around with eskrima sticks and parents were supporting them taking courses down at the youth center. I asked my father if he would, if I could do this, and he said to me that if you want to do that, get a job. You're going to use it for the wrong reasons.
Sabi ko, ito na siguro yung solusyon para matanggal tong sakit dito sa likod ko. Kasi marami din akong nakikita sa mga Facebook, sa page niya, na dati tabingi yung mga katawan nila, tapos diretso na. Sabi ko, what if matry ito? Baka ito yung solusyon, no?
Exhale. So basically, that's when I started working at the age of 13, mostly to pay for martial arts.
Hilot niya sa akin kanina, halos lahat ng joints ko tumutunog.
Relax.
Yung mga spinal column ko ganon, naramdaman ko talaga. Medyo takot lang ako. Baka sabi ko, baka mabalin ako. Ang laking tao. Hinihila yung ko ganon.
I worked for the 3rd Transportation Squadron as a mechanic assistant. I used to help repair the refueling trucks for the F-4 fighter jets. The local Philippine civilian mechanic was an older man and in his 60s at the time. He was a master of Ishinryu, which is a Japanese Okinawa martial art. And here I got a job to study martial arts so I could pay for it, but when I got my job, I found my Mr. Miyagi. There's that saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So I cleaned those cars, I cut the grass, and we would train. Meditate, breathe. But what was really interesting is my sensei, his name is Tony, always had this mannerism of rolling his shoulder. A lot of you see people doing that. They're just like, they can't stop. Shoulders bothering them, basically. I wouldn't even say it's a mannerism. We call it mannerism, but to tell you the truth, somebody's got pain. Testing. Oh, God. So one day we were sparring and I told my sensei to stop, stay straight. And it was like an attack, and I jumped towards him and I pushed his shoulder, put one hand back and pushed his shoulder back. And it was a loud pop. Let it stretch. Siki, stretch. And my sensei, he was startled, and then he moved his shoulder in that mannerism, and he was like, "How did you know to do what you did?" And I just said, "I saw it." He looked at me and said, "You're learning how to be a tough guy when it comes to martial arts. Karate is for defense only kind of mentality, and also for discipline. And most people these days, they want to break a person. Instead of breaking a person, if you use it to fix a person, your karma will be better."
Nakita ko talaga yung diferensya. Dati pati yung sulat itong pangalan na Rudy Project sa picture, pataas siya, tabingi yung shoulder ko, ganun. After niyang inilot yung katawan ko, Malayo talaga yung diferensya, diretso. At saka yung likod ko, medyo nabawasan yung sakit. At saka yung pagtayo ko, ramdam ko na malayo talaga.
And then over the years, I have no way to know how many people since I'm 6 years old, how many people that I've fixed. It's just a question that I had for my own self, you know. How many people are coming across my way? So I said, well, let me start counting and let me set myself a goal. How does 10,000 people in 10 years, the next 10 years, how does that sound?